so in love with you.
Welcome back to Real Estate Mindset. Today's video is going to be absolutely bonkers. Now, I've been asking myself a big question. How much can home builders go down on their new homes before they start going out of business? In other words, how much cushion and profit do they really have built into the prices of their home? Because we all know that the cost to build right now has gone up because of supply shortages. So I really want to look at the cost of new building and how much that has gone up compared to how much the actual sales prices have gone up for those new builds, because we know that we need more inventory, and a primary source of that inventory is new builders. So the good news, guys, is a lot of these new builders have room to go down on their prices and still be okay. So we're really going to unpack some data today, you guys. I think you're going to love the fundamentals of what I'm talking about. I think it's going to give you encouragement that you're sitting out of the housing market. I think it's going to allow you to keep your eyes on the target to find good deals, especially from new builders. And what we're going to do today is we're going to unpack some data from CoreLogic titled CoreLogic Quarterly Construction Insights Q2. So you guys, this is very recent data on new home builders, right? And this is very important to understand for the health of our housing market, because we drastically need more inventory. And so we're also going to unpack to see how many builders are now switching from single family residence to multi-family units. Now, you guys remember, I'm not a financial advisor, even if I want to be, even though my bio is as a realtor, loan officer, and instructor in Texas. This is my personal YouTube channel, and I work hard to get you guys a video a day. So please like this video, subscribe if you haven't, and take a couple seconds to comment below on your thoughts on the fundamentals and on the data and all of the things that we're talking about right now. But let's get started on the data and let's unpack it right this minute. Okay, so it starts. Summary of Q1 2020-22. Costs remain inflated since start of pandemic. Over the last year, residential reconstruction costs have grown over 12% in the US and over 6% in Canada. Most of this growth occurred between Q2 of 2021 and Q3 of 2021, and costs have remained elevated. U.S. permit authorizations in March 2022 were at a 7% total growth when compared to March 2021. Nationally, 5 housing unit permits have seen a significant increase of 36%. So 36% more multifamily units are being built by new builders. That's a big deal. But here's the thing. Cost to build has only gone up 12%, right? So really what we're going to look at is we're going to compare how much the cost to build has gone up compared to how much the cost to purchase the home as a buyer has gone up, to really unpack and figure out how much can these new builders go down on their prices and still be okay. I've been asking myself that forever because I wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt. They're only increasing their profit margin a little bit, but the reality is their profit margin is super wide. So let's continue to unpack this right now. Now, here's a very interesting map. So let me break this down for you guys. Here's what this is. Q1 of 2022 compared to Q2 of 2022. So this is only a 3-month change in residential reconstruction cost in the United States. So what we know is through the first quarter and second quarter, the cost to build has gone up. So let me read this for you. Changes in cost for material impacts the final residential reconstruction cost of a property. The national average from the change in residential reconstruction costs from Q1 to Q2 was 3.9%. So the average cost to build is up 3.9% in just one quarter. That's still a lot. We have to take that into consideration. Now look at this. Texas, where I'm at, right in the middle. East Coast, only 2.8%. That's crazy, but such high values. Now look at the West Coast, such high values, but the cost has only gone up 3.5%. Alaska, which you would think would be the highest because it's so far away from everything, 4.25%. This is really amazing, you guys. So again, quarter over quarter, this may look small. These numbers may look small, but this is just 1/4. So the reality is, guys, is the cost to build is going up, but I believe it is starting to plateau and that is going to go down, making the cost to purchase homes, which should make the cost to purchase a house even cheaper, since we know there's already padding in the house, because the new home builders are selling homes for 30 to 50% over what they were just 2 years ago. So if the cost to build went up, say 12 to 15%, but they're selling for 30 to 50% more than they were pre-pandemic, that means these new home builders have a lot of cushion and they should be okay once they start massive price cuts. But let's get back to this data right now. So again, here's some really good data. This is the change in residential reconstruction costs, the US and Canada. This is over the last year. Residential reconstruction costs have grown over 12% in the US and 6% in Canada. Most of the growth occurred between Q2 2021 and Q3 of 2021 as well, and costs have remained elevated. So as you can see here, guys, here's the huge spike right here. And if you compare it to the Q1, not as bad. So from Q1 to Q2, massive spike right there. And I think that's going to represent, when we got out of lockdown, the massive demand, because everyone was basically restricted to their house. So there was a surge and we lost supplies quite, quickly. And I think that's really what this is showing here. But again, 12% increase in the cost to build, 30 to 50% higher in value. Do you see the problem there? They got room. I think they're going to be okay. Let me show you guys some more data right now. Now, here's what I think is really interesting. This is the type of housing that is going on right now. So the type of building, 1 unit right here representing a single family residence, 2 to 4 units could be maybe a condo, townhouse, 5+ could be an apartment, right? So look at apartments or 5+ units increased 36%. Single family residence down 3%. That's good and not good. It's good because we need more inventory. So you know what? Build some multifamily so that we can get people owning instead of renting once it's time. So this is actually going in the right direction, quite frankly. Let me read this bullet point for you guys. Construction permits are a leading indicator because permits are required before construction can begin. So it's a leading indicator. They may be an indicator that builders are moving forward with projects. U.S. permit authorizations in March 2022 were at a 7% total growth when compared to March 2021. All regions have seen an increase in permit authorizations. Nationally, 5+ housing unit permits have a significant increase of 36%. So this is a year-over-year comparison. This is good. Again, look at Texas, look at Florida. Florida's going to get some relief. Florida's in the green. But again, what I really want to focus on is what's coming down the pipe. So here's where we're also going to get our inventory. If a builder can build one single construction and it fits 10 families, that's going to help with the undersupply. Do y'all agree with that? But look at the West Coast is in bad shape. East Coast also in bad shape. This area as well, bad shape. So if you want to invest, you're probably going to want to invest in the areas in green. That's just my opinion. Maybe I'm a little biased because I invest in Texas and I live in Texas. But you guys, here's the thing. It's really important to start understanding these fundamentals so that we can plan accordingly. If we can kind of see what's coming, then we can make decisions based on that, right? So if we see what's coming is that new builders are going to start reducing the prices on the homes, they're going to start giving buyers incentives again, then we're going to want to prepare for that. We're going to want to focus on new home builders. Now, I also believe we're going to get great deals with resale homes, but I believe the excellent deals are going to come from those new home builds. And you guys know that. And again, they can afford to go down in price, where some of these homeowners may not be able to go down as much as new home builders. The new owners especially, they may be trapped upside down in the house and they can't do anything except foreclose. The new home builders, not in that situation. So we need the inventory. We need them to keep growing. And I say make more multi-family units because again, normally it's better to own than to rent. So by all means, but the key is for these units to become affordable housing and for the institutional investors to not purchase them. As long as the institutional investors stop purchasing affordable housing that's meant for first-time homeowners, I think we're going to be okay. So hopefully something changes. Hopefully something is done with all of this institutional investing. Either way, you guys, some more data at you. I hope you're enjoying this data. Just more signs of possible things to come. Hopefully you can adjust your life accordingly. And as always, I appreciate you watching this video. I appreciate you taking this journey with me. And if you're out there investing in real estate, I do wish you luck and I hope you win.